excellent saves, and especially that goal, or that glove save there on David Gagne, Billy Sheeran sees Gagne break into the net, throws a nice step pass there. Beaupre just had enough presence of mind to watch for that rebound. Here you see Donnie Beaupre standing up there. Good skate save, stick save, using a stick. Mike Gardner, I should say, going to the net. As quick as Gardner is, couldn't grab that one.
We talked about the drama of these players coming back to face the Minnesota North Stars for the first time. Gardner has that experience still to come. Sunday afternoon, February 11th at the Cap Center, the North Stars and the Washington Caps. There is Mr. Hunter, demands an awful lot of respect.
How many years has he had over 200 minutes, Jakes? I think he's 8th on the all-time National Hockey League penalty total. This guy gets involved. He comes to play every night, every year.
Dale Hunter, number 32, battling for it over on the far boards, knocked it away from Duchesne. Berezan is there and shoots it wide. Minnesota leading 1-0. A little more than 12 minutes remaining in the opening period, and the Caps have iced the puck. With the score, Minnesota 1, the Caps nothing. Let's pause for a regional break. You're watching the National Hockey League on Sports Channel. Coach of the Minnesota North Stars, 40-year-old Pierre Pagé. His second season here. He spent 8 seasons with the Calgary Flames organization. Got his team into the playoffs last year, eliminated in the opening round. Right now they're 4th in the Norris Division, 2 points behind the St. Louis Blues. Steve Leach moved in on the right wing boards for the Caps. Larry Murphy picks up the puck. Into the center ice zone. McDonald was there, but couldn't handle the pass, and Kevin Hatcher forces the North Stars back. Corvo out with Pivonka and Leach for the Caps. Steve Leach gives it to Michael Pivonka. Leach cruises into the goal mouth. Pivonka can't get the puck to him. There's nobody covering the right point as Hatcher had pinched in, and up come the North Stars. Bellows over the line. Ryan Bellows with a shot that went wide as he used Holder as a screen. North Stars trying to hold it in and do. This is Murphy, and his shot goes bouncing off Pivonka. Is picked up now by Corvo. Spots Leach over on right wing, gives him the pass. Steve Leach trying to get it to Corvo. That's broken up by Murphy. Former Caps defenseman sends Bellows over center ice. And Bellows moves in on Johansson, got taken down, and Beaupre steers the puck right back to Modano. Shoots it high and wide. Bouncing up the left wing boards. Ridley can't get a stick on it. Now Johansson has it. Kelly Johansson to Kelly Miller. He's given it to Mike Ridley. Can't go anywhere at center ice, and the guys in red had a lot of men out on the ice. Linesman Ron Finn blowing the whistle and pointing it out to referee Dave Newell. 39-year-old Terry Murray, the Washington coach now, replacing his brother 6 games ago.
It's got to be tough, Jigs. It's got to be tough. I mean, what do you say to your brother? I'd like to know the communication after Brian got let go. Did Brian call Terry? Did Terry call Brian? What do you think? Should I take the job? Should I not? It's got to be tough. Everything you do is sort of a indirect or direct reference on, your sibling.
I like what their older brother Bill said. What the heck? Terry's going to coach. Brian's going to sit and watch the game somewhere. I'm going to go out and play senior hockey. Brian 47, his brother Terry 39, and here's the confusion. Count all the red shirts.
Again, that communication. Sometimes that happens, Jigs, with the new coach. Getting used to one's mannerisms. What they're going to do. They're going to talk. Or they're going to touch somebody. But again, this hurts Washington. After the first period, they get that confusing line change and put them back killing that penalty.
Second power play of the period for the Minnesota North Stars. They lead on a goal by Siren, only 43 seconds into the game. Gagne sets it up for the pass back to the point. Neil Broughton trying to get it to Gagne, was broken up, and Ridley has cleared it out through the center ice zone. Murphy goes back. Larry Murphy started his career with the Los Angeles Kings. He's up the middle of the ice, plays it to Neil Broughton, right back to Murphy. One in, Gagne up here on the boards, but it goes right to Kelly Miller. Put it off Murphy. There's Ridley. Ridley dumps it out and down into the Minnesota zone. 1 minute, 4 seconds remaining in the penalty against Washington.
Should point out, Jakes, that Washington is an excellent team, killing penalties. 6th overall in the National Hockey League. 7th on the road.
There's a sniper for the Minnesota North Stars. He'll be joining us on our first intermission tonight at the skills competition as part of All-Star Weekend. The fastest skater in the National Hockey League.
Yeah, Jakes has got a $1 million pair of legs. He always had that coming out juniors in the World Hockey Association before he came to the National Hockey League. This guy can fly. The all-time leading scorer in Washington. It's kind of interesting, that trade. You know, Minnesota gives up their all-timer. Washington gives up their all-timer. Gartner had a tough playoff, Jakes. If we go back 5 games, he got shut out, and there was a lot of say, hey, people said around here, that wouldn't happen to Dino, and I think the season Gartner is having right now, he just wanted to set that record straight.
Now the North Stars moving in here with this power play as you saw Gartner getting a rest. Still 40 seconds remaining in the Minnesota power play. Kent Pater slams it down the boards. 24-year-old rookie defenseman. Pretty good start at Baltimore. Terry Murray had been coaching. Pater getting a chance to play, what with Scott Stevens out of the lineup. Here's puck in the Washington zone. North Stars trying to set it up and get it back to Chambers. That's a goal, and it just missed the net. It's up the left side and is brought over center ice by John Druce. He's across the line with Pavanka. Johansson moves in. A shot off the catching glove of Berthiaume. Druce drives it in front. It's in his skates. He turns, shoots, and it's broken up. This is Barber starting out. Teams at 6 aside. Shoots one from the blue line. Pad save by Beaupre. That's 12 shots the North Stars have had on target. Johansson feeds it into the center right zone. Good play by Duchesne. Got his man with the head down. Tim Berglund looked up after. It was too late. Now Johansson slaps it around the boards. Coyle, though, gets decked by Wilkinson, and there'll be a penalty. An interference call going against the Minnesota North Stars. The Stars lead by a score of 1-0 as we pause for a regional break. You're watching the NHL on Sports Channel. Goes off for interference. 11:37 the time of the call. First power play of the game for the Washington Caps. They have Holder and Rouse on the points. Pavanka up front with Ridley and Ciccarelli. Chambers back. That Minnesota defenseman plays it around the boards through center ice. And chasing it down is Bob Rouse.
Interesting thing to see Bobby Rouse on the power play. 2 goals, 6 assists. Not known for that. A good, solid defensive defenseman. But when he played junior, Jakes, he played that point pretty good.
Well, the North Stars are back in a little bit here. Ciccarelli fed it across to Ridley. Back to the blue line. Holder dumped it in toward the corner. Right back to Holder, and he can't trap it. He's replaced Rouse on the far point.
This is one of the things I think Terry Murray has got to solve. The problem with the Caps right now, as you look at the statistics anyway, Jakes, is that power play, or I should say the lack of it.
Exactly. The team that finished 6th at the end of last season in power plays is 19th coming into tonight's game. 19th in a 21-team league. Where did it go in a year?
Boy, so much of that timing, so much of that confidence. I really believe that when it's not going your way, just revert, get into a very basic situation. Don't get too fancy. Put a guy tipping and screen and shoot the puck.
Hunter just held it in at the line, but now Giles gets to it. Gets it a second time and dumps it to center ice. This is Johansson. And a Hatcher. Tucker out on the ice along with Portdahl and Hunter as the forwards for the Caps. Hatcher dumping it in. Zirin turns. Chambers gets to it first. And the Caps have to chase the puck.
On the other side, Jakes, you have to give credit to Minnesota North Stars. At home, they're a great penalty killing team, number 3 in the National Hockey League. As a matter of fact, they do everything quite well at home.
They really have put up some good numbers here. They have just killed off the penalty to Wilkinson with no damage done. In fact, Washington didn't have a shot on goal with the manpower advantage. This is Bussel turning, bringing it down the right side. Bussel across the line for the move on Sheehy, but couldn't catch up to the puck again. Neil Broughton can't work it back to the net. Number 7, Neil Broughton looks toward the line, now gives it to Murphy. One time, but it was blocked in front, went off Bellows. And Portdahl plays it through Hunter. Hunter being bothered from behind as Gavin got up to him. Hunter gets knocked down. Knocked the a shot knocked out of the air. It's recovered at center ice now. Alan May up with Bruce and Berglund. Over the line come the North Stars. Aaron Broughton off right wing. Taken to the boards by Holder. The puck comes to the side of the net, cleared back by Beaupre. 1-0. Minnesota leading. Over 5 minutes remaining in the opening period as Goose fed it to the right side. May goes to the front of the net. Can't get the puck to him in time. It's broken up back of the goal, and Murphy, a good lead pass up the middle of the ice. Aaron Broughton across the line has given it to Gartner, but the play is offside. 5 minutes, 7 seconds remaining in the first period. Minnesota leads 1-0.
CCM 651 Tax, the only skate with vacuform, heat molded to the exact shape of your foot. The only skate with heel lace, dual lacing that locks in perfect fit to transmit your power and control directly where you need it most, right into your game. 651 Tax by CCM. Turn on the power.
Face-off coming outside the Washington blue line. Bucket swearing for the face-off, knocked it away from Gagne. Now the North Stars try to play it back in. Wilkinson put it right into the defenseman Johansson, who just covered it and gets another face-off. Paget, his team on a good roll here at home. Struggling on the road, as we pointed out earlier. Washington has a road record of 12 wins, 15 losses, and 2 ties. They're on a 2-game trip, which will take them into the Nassau Coliseum for a game with the Islanders on Friday night. They'll hold for a double on the weekend. Coming over the line here on the left side as Leach gets to center. Pavanka moving in with him. The puck intended for Pavanka was knocked away by Bellows. Now Leach sets up back in the Minnesota goal. Steve Leach centers right to Wilkinson. Donald playing it to the left side. Ron Barber into the Washington territory. Got checked. Sheehy getting the puck to Pavanka. Leach. Steve Leach runs into Giles. Both ended up in the net. Now Pavanka tries to center. That's intercepted by Madonna. Mike Madonna, good-looking rookie. 19 years of age into the Washington zone, but he turned the puck over, and Johansson quickly spots Leach. They get the North Stars in a player change. Pavanka back to Leach to Pavanka. In front to Johansson to Leach. Oh, he shot it off the post. The light came on. Referee Dave Buell is going to talk with the goal judge. Was it in and out?
I don't know, Jakes. I think that just hit the short side high and just bounced out. But he didn't waste any time turning on that light. You usually don't see that for the home team goal judge. Not to say that they're not honest, but this is a good rush here by Washington. You'll see that North Stars get a little caught. But the key thing here is Kelly Johansson, number 6 now. He gets that puck up and he starts following the play. Watch him come. This is going to be a 3-on-2. Now it develops a 4-on-2. Kelly Johansson just breaks, slows down there before the North Stars can recover. He gets a great pass, and now it's just a great
no goal.
Great passing, played down in deep to Stevie Leach, and he couldn't bear it. Go lay down, as you can see. And Berthium is down a little bit. Steve Leach sees the short side high, couldn't bury the thing, but give credit to Johansson as he made a great transition from his defensive zone. Got the puck up, followed the play, broke himself quite well just inside that offensive blue line.
22-year-old defenseman that the Caps acquired from the Buffalo Sabres. Here's Gavin to McRae. They move it in front and fired off the arm of the goalkeeper as Neil Broughton came in late. Pizzarelli gets it to the line. North Stars play it back in offside. We have just under 4 minutes to play in this opening period. It's still a 1-0 Minnesota lead over the Washington Caps.
Smart guy out there. He bought CertainTeed fiberglass insulation just like I told him. It comes in easy-to-carry package, as I said. It's easy to install in side walls and attics. It helps the house meet the new Department of Energy recommendations and can help cut energy bills. Besides, buy 10 packages and you can get a Melita coffee maker free from CertainTeed. Okay, so I'm a coffee hound. You gonna eat that Danish?
CertainTeed, at home in America's smartest homes.
Look at the goaltending matchup. Bergeron for Minnesota, 23 years of age. Beaupre for the Caps, 28 years of age. Minnesota has a light all-time record of 21 wins, 17 losses, and 4 ties against the Caps. 12 of those wins coming right here in this building.
A typical Washington team, they're having a little problem with that offensive blue line. Got to solve that. They're making as many rushes, but they only have 3 shots to show for all their efforts.
Amazing, isn't it? They've been outshot 15-3 in the opening period here tonight. Look at Mike Ridley at the Washington Caps. His line coming back to get a rest. He's been with Miller and Cicerelli for this first period.
Jinx, that had to be a good trade for Washington when they get Kelly Miller and Mike Ridley from the New York Rangers back a few years ago. Ridley, they got out of the University of Regina, Manitoba, and they just invited him to camp. It's a free agent, walk-on type of thing. Impressed them that he opened up the season with them. And you never know where you're going to find a good hockey player in this day and age. Kelly Miller out of Michigan State, player rep for the Washington Caps.
It's Courtnall moving in. He's been a story since the coaching change in Washington. He had trouble putting the puck in the net prior to Terry Murray taking over. And since then, Courtnall has 8 goals in the 6 games, with only 1 in the 12 prior. Now, I'm not saying that that is a direct result of the firing, but certainly given him new life.
The other Courtnall in Montreal is starting to move.
Interesting how change of scenery or individuals handling the reins of a team change other players. Here's Hunter taking a breaking pass. Control of the line and can't get it to Courtnall. Good play by Murphy. Murphy stepping in front of Hunter. And the North Stars come up with it. Sherla trying to clear it out. It's held in by Courtnall. Can't get it to Hunter. This is Murphy. Murphy played it to the left side. And Eitan Duchesne has dumped it in for Minnesota. 2.5 minutes to go in the opening period. Working from behind the net is Duchesne. Centers one. Nobody there. Comes back to the right point for Wilkinson. Long shot. Beaupre the save, and he covers any chance of a rebound as Sherla scuffles a little with Hunter. McRae in there as well.
Those two guys,
Sherla, rather.
Those 2 guys have been known to go. Says, I love that Dale Hunter. Just love the guy. You look at his stats, Jakes, and you talk about consistency. And, you know, the good things, the points for, the aggressive things, the showing up, the intensity things, consistency each and every year that he's played in this league.
Like that tough-nosed hockey player, huh?
Well, you need a certain amount of those, quite a few of them. He's a throwback, there's no question. And the guy that you saw the other night, yeah, that's for sure. Shane Sherla out of Calgary. And he's given this hockey club some strength along with Basil McRae. Before it was Basil, now they added Sherla, then they added Tornardi. It takes on a different dimension. What I saw in the New York Rangers last Saturday night, Jakes, Chris Nyland coming back to that lineup gives them a little different personality.
Around the league, I think everybody would agree, Herb, that the Rangers are a different team. Nyland in the lineup, because the New York Islanders have become a different team with Ken Baumgartner in their lineup. Everybody just a little bit tougher. It opens up the ice some more, too, for your goal scorers.
That's the blend of styles. It's the blend of personalities. That's a little mix is always important.
Here's a chance for the North Stars going right to the net. Jim Berglund, but the net came off the mooring. Berthiaume had covered the puck long enough anyway.
Jimmy Berglund, Jake 6'4", 220 pounds out of Thief River Falls, Minnesota. Again, spent the last couple of years in the American League. He's a big, strong hockey player, so looking to find a regular spot in this lineup. It's a little turnover there, and watch him go to the net. Now, Kurt Giles, what a mismatch there. Kurt Giles, you know, 4 foot nothing, but tough. You know, trying to hold out Berglund going to the net. I mean, that's something to see.
Jimmy Berglund, Thief River Falls, did you say?
Thief River Falls, Minnesota. Played at the University of Minnesota. A few years ago, they weren't so sure if they're going to sign this guy. And they said, well, why not? Let's sign him on size alone. This kid's work habit, good attitudes. He's made the necessary progress in the American Hockey League.
Working between May and Druce. That was May with a shot. Comes loose in front. Berglund got a poke at it. So did Druce, but it's covered at the defense. And we'll get a face-off after Berthiaume had made his 6th save of the period. The Caps were stuck on only 3 shots. They've revved it up here a little bit in the last minute.
Talk about the importance of face-off. David Gagne down there. You notice how he turns his hands over. A lot of people say, don't turn your hand because you're limiting yourself on a loose puck down there. You think you're going to win everything. The defensive zone, you play to draw or play to win it. Or, excuse me, draw it and play to lose the darn thing. And then that's your mentality. And after that, Berthiaume has to make a big save. So next time we get David Gagne on the face-off, let's watch his hands, Jakes, his lower hand, how he turns it over. All right? and it really does limit himself on a loose puck. How he has to move his lower hand over, grab the stick again, come up with the puck. It's a little split second.
Well, he's in there in this draw now. Gagne.
Did you notice how he turned his hand back that way? He turned it to the right way that time.
Berezan was the man who was designated to take the draw, and he'd been thrown out of the face-off circle. Here's Bruce trying to cut it in front.
David Gagne is having a little trouble on this defense zone face-off. Maybe they better get somebody else in there.
Tomorrow, Sports Channel has a dynamite twin bill of NHL hockey. First, we're live from the Boston Garden for a hot Adams Division rivalry. The Canadians look to tame the Boston Bruins and take control of the division. Then the nightcap features two exciting Campbell Conference squads. The Chicago Blackhawks aim to stop the mighty silver and black of the LA Kings at the Great Western Forum. An unprecedented twin bill of NHL hockey tomorrow on Sports Channel, starting at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. These games may not be available in all areas. Please check your Sports Channel listings for details. Dino Ciccarelli will be 30 years of age a week from tomorrow. Mike Gartner, the man he was traded for last year, turned 30 in October. We'll be talking to Mike Gartner on the first intermission. Ciccarelli working from back of the net. Can't get the puck away from Neil Broughton. Now the North Stars clear it out, only to have Painter flip it high over the glass and on into the seats.
Well, you gotta love Dino Ciccarelli, Jakes. I tell you, especially when you go into a building like Chicago, and it's tough to play in Chicago, and they would come out, the throngs there, and be yelling, Dino, Dino, and I'm telling you, that guy plays in traffic. He plays in the tough situations for you. You look at his stats, and this guy can put the puck in. Remember, Jakes, you go back to his junior thing when he broke his leg, people said his career is done. Now, to the credit of the North Stars, the scouting staff, they said, let's take a chance. Boys, he turned out to be a hockey player.
One of the good guys around the hockey league. Ridley comes over the line with Miller. Ridley walks right in, and it does not get over the goal line. He had Bertium down and appeared beaten, but he reached back and got it about 2 inches from that red line from post to post.
Bertium had a presence of mind now to take a look back there, and this is a tremendous play here by Ridley. Splits the defense, and again, when you're the last man, Jake, stay on your feet. Second-year pro Sean Chambers, stay on your feet and take the body. Don't leave. Ridley just slides off him. Bertium, stand on your feet. Face the man, last man to play. You can't leave it. Really makes a nice play, as I said. Bertium, presence of mind to reach over. That thing's right on the goal line. Good play by Bertium.
Puck wobbling, too. Just didn't get enough English on it, huh?
Oh, geez, I'm telling you. Again, you have a heart attack when that last defenseman in the play. Jake, stand on your feet, take the body. The coaches that you spend a lot of time with, Al Albert, he'll tell you that day after day.
Sure. Gaetan Duchesne moves the puck to Murphy. Four Stars into the Washington zone. Berezan comes in, can't get it around Leach, and Pabanka clears the zone. Back for it. Billy Siren, he has the only goal of the game thus far. Gave it to Murphy, down to Berezan. Ray Berezan slowed up by Leach. Drops it off the boards for Bellows, and Pabanka stole it. Pabanka has Corriveau moving up. Shoots from just inside the line. It was up on edge and comes off the right pad to Bertium. Gaetan Duchesne is taken to the corner. Here's Leach battling for the puck. Knocked down. Berezan down on the ice as well. Pabanka knocks it away from him. It's cleared out into the center ice area. Time remaining in the opening period. The former North Star defenseman Bob Rouse gave it to Steve Leach. He goes rink wide. Will Holder dumping it in for the Caps. That'll do it. Here Bertium telling his teammates 3 seconds, hang on to it, and it's all over. Bertium faced only about 3 shots in the first 15 minutes of the opening period, but at the end of one, the North Stars are clinging to that 1-0 lead over the Washington Capitals. We'll be right back. Stars have a lead over the Washington Capitals.